hand heal PDRN with the Curenex. We're gonna do those at the same time. Thanks for joining me. If you're new here, my name's Tiffany and this is It Hurts to Be Beautiful. On my channel, we explore all kinds of things that help to make our skin beautiful. I've been doing some deep dive into some of the science, and that's what triggered me to start using these products and kind of exploring this world of DIY beauty. The Korean products that we're able to get are extremely effective products that they use in med spas all over Europe and Asia. These aren't available here in the United States. So us being able to get these products from South Korea is huge. It's very exciting for me. When I first discovered being able to do this, I was so stoked because I was like, I can do this stuff myself. And I'm sure there's many of you out there that feel the same. I really believe that everyone can learn to do anything if they want to. This does require you to want to learn. These procedures and treatments require you to want to learn and understand the science behind them, understand the risks, most importantly, and understand how to avoid the risks as much as possible. This is just for entertainment only, and I'm just sharing my journey with you. I'm pretty numb now. Start. Now, I know when I'm pretty numb when my eyes kind of start feeling a little numb. This is just dry cotton swab, so I'm just wiping it off with the dry first. Then I'm going to use just a 50% isopropyl alcohol. So I just use the 50%. I'm going to be using this kind of deep today, so that's why I'm using some alcohol. When you do the stamp, you don't really need that. So hand heal PDRN with the Curenex. We're gonna do those at the same time, mainly because right now I have about a half of the hand heal PDRN left, so I'm gonna use some of that in with the Curenex. The Hydro Stamp works really well, and I really suggest it for beginners, people that haven't really, they're not really ready to dive in completely to this kind of microneedling or meso injections. And I really think that the Hydro Stamp is a great way to go, and then you can use these good ingredients and get them into the skin, because really topically these ingredients won't do much, but with that 0.5 millimeter penetration, that is going to give you a much better result than just your normal topical PDRN or topical exosomes. And today I'm going to be doing what is called micro channeling. So in the past, I've done microneedling in a circular motion or an aligned motion and pattern. I'm going to change it up today and you do the micro channeling. I've been doing some research and I'm realizing that that motion of movement is kind of like a jigsaw, because I wouldn't do that in my hairline because it will cut my hair. So because of that, I decided the micro channeling is going to be a better way to penetrate the skin without doing overall damage. It's going to make those very micro pinholes. These pins are smaller than a human hair in diameter. So more information about that will be on my website. I'm going to put a little blog post on about that. Also, there is a book in my Amazon favorites. So if you go to my website, It Hurts to Be Beautiful, you'll see there that you can go to the Amazon favorites and you'll be able to see the book on microneedling. So on my pen, I'm gonna turn it to 6, the fastest motion. But this is because I'm going to be doing channeling instead of needling. I'm going to be stamping it across my skin. I'm going to have it at a 0.25 to start around my eyes, and I'm going to go in a stamping motion. Channeling is less invasive, it's less downtime, and the pain level is minimal compared to needling. It does say that this is basically for skin maintenance and for just delivering product. This is a method to maintain. So this is a method that you could probably do every other week, depending on how deep you do go. I am going to be going probably 1 millimeter or up to 1.5 in the cheek area where it's softer. And before I start needling, I am going to put this daily skincare booster on. This is gentle enough to go ahead and needle in. I wouldn't continue it, but I'm just going to put one small layer on to give my face a little bit of slip. And again, it's a very natural hyaluronic based serum with peptides. So it gives my face a little bit of slip in texture and something for the PDRN to kind of cling to as I'm sitting here. PDRN is a very watery consistency, so it's nice to have a little bit of this with it. So again, I'm going to turn it to the 6. ChatGPT says that the needling is considered collagen induction therapy. I don't understand why this wouldn't build collagen as well, because it is going to. You are doing those micro damages, but you're just not, you know, scraping the skin. And I like to go until you can really see the redness. That indicates that the blood is coming to the surface, and that's what you want. I'm gonna go back over here. Especially if I see a place where it looks like I made deliberate red circles, I wanna go and address that area again. I have these little raised, maybe sebaceous glands right there near my nose. So I'm gonna go over that with this as well. I really believe that my eyes have changed so much over the course of the time that I've been doing these procedures with these products. And I'll show you some before and afters. My under eyes were so dark and terrible. Now they're so much better. So it's definitely something that I know has helped me, but it does take consistency. Oh, I didn't really numb very good in between my eyes. Well, as you can see how when you channel, the dots are perfect little dots. You don't have a scratch and a scrape. It'll still produce collagen, and this is a way that you can use these products without feeling like you're wasting them. You know, maybe you chicken out because you think you're gonna do the mesotherapy injections and then you don't. By using the stamp or doing the microneedle channeling, it's a safer option and it's less risk. Just a heavy-handed pressure, but not too much. And you just want to rub the blood in, rub everything in. Yeah, I'm pouring it on while all those tiny channels are open and accepting all the good ingredients. So make sure you rub that all in and pour it on periodically while you're doing the needling. And this is a great lip plumper. Okay, for my neck, which I've been neglecting my neck like crazy, so we're gonna definitely be able to see if there's been some change, because I've really got to work on my neck. So for my neck, I'm not gonna do the channeling. I'm just gonna do the needling. It's best to do the needling for collagen production. It won't hurt you to do the needling, but it definitely will make a little bit of a difference in the texture of your face. So I think in the face, it's better to use the channeling technique, and then in the neck and décolleté, I would say you could still do this, but it just depends. That's the difference between the two. One is, you know, a little more collagen producing when you do it like this and you do a needling technique. But I feel like this would be plenty, and it also then it preserves the texture of your skin. The needling, the scraping that can happen on your face, and in the way that your face is, it's more dimensional than your neck, and so you have like high places and low places and thicker places and thinner places. That's why I think the channeling is best. And I didn't really numb my chest. It's not typically very sensitive. I'm all done. I got my whole face, neck, and décolleté, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put any of the remaining PDRN and peptides, smear it all in. And it feels so good because you start to feel dry and the numbing starts to wear off, and this feels so good and cool. And I'm gonna put this all on, and then I'm gonna hurry up, put this mask on. So I'm going to put on the hydrogel cooling mask. This is the perfect mask for after a microneedling because it's not a cloth. So I hate using the cloth masks because every time I do, I feel like all the product that I just put on my microneedling on the channels, I feel like all that product is just sucked out in that cloth. So I don't appreciate that. So this is complete gel, but oh my goodness, and it feels so spectacular after a microneedling. Oh, that feels excellent. Feels so good and cooling on my skin. Oh my goodness, I love it. Silicone mask on, and then I'm gonna meditate. I'm gonna take 20 minutes for myself and do a meditation. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're able to glean some information from this video and enjoy learning a little bit about PDRN, microchanneling, and if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe and share. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.